Bungie is a very special company to me. While I don't care for Destiny, I am infatuated with its older brother, Halo. Everything was filled with grandeur, wonder, and mystery. As a kid, when I first saw my friend playing Combat Evolved when I was 6, I was blown away. I did everything in my power, begging my parents to let me get the game and play it. After months and months of begging, my parents finally caved in and bought me Halo Combat Evolved for the PC. After playing through the single player countless times, I thought maybe it'd be time to try this whole multiplayer thing out. I was never really that experienced with multiplayer to begin with, other than playing City of Heroes a little bit, so this was going to be my first online experience with a first-person shooter. That's when my already high levels of joy reached a new peak. Every map in this game was extraordinary to me, and every day before school I'd wake up early just to get a few games in and immerse myself in this world. There's so much I could say about my experiences with Halo, and I may in the future, but this isn't what the video is about. No. This is about these maps, these adventures created by extremely talented artists. That being said, there are a lot of maps. So where to begin? Well, there are two maps that I remember fondly playing when I was just getting into the multiplayer, and are arguably the most memorable, so we can start there. I want to preface this by saying that I couldn't get my copy of Halo to work on my PC. I'm not surprised since I couldn't take care of my discs very well when I was a kid, so I am having to use the MCC as a replacement. This means there may be some changes to the game I'm not aware of, and obviously there's not going to be any free cam available for me to use. Still, I think these shots as being a player may be preferable to some, as it's the perspective most of us that played the game remember. Also, art is subjective. Something that I find fascinating can very well differ from your idea of fascinating. If you have anything to add, maybe for a future video, by all means let me know in the comments. Anyway, let's get to it. So I want to start by saying I love sandy areas. I'm surprised more people don't. It's like the ocean. Mystery is all around. All you have to do is just look down, though in this case, all you have to do is look up. Blood Gulch's cliffs were like a secret to me. The rugged landscape with the open sky above beckons to be scaled, but you just barely can't get to the top to see what's around. Not even the Banshee can allow you to reach high enough to view yonder. This made my imagination run wild with ideas. One of my favorite things being that we were in a small hole in the middle of an endless desert on Halo. I didn't know Master Chief was the only Spartan, so I tried to come up with reasons for the teams fighting. I thought that maybe we were a search team that fell in when a loose layer of sand coating the top finally gave in. Or maybe we were abandoned here for bad deeds, forced to choose a color and fight before the UNSC left us to our fate. Now, I know why all these reasons don't really work, but as a kid, I refused to limit myself. I wanted to reach the top of these cliffs and just move forward. It was an adventure to me, because it wasn't just sand, it was walking through the sand of Halo, with the stars as my guide. Speaking of, I thought one of the most breathtaking sights was to see the flashing and blinking of the universe during the day. I had never seen something so grand in scale like Halo look so small compared to the wild yonder. Do you ever play a sci-fi game or watch a movie and you can see the background is really just black with a bunch of random dots? This is nothing like that. I don't know who did this skybox or how, but it really does look astonishing even to this day. Maybe it's the sheer number of them or how each one flickers at a different timing than the others, but something about it is definitely special. Yet clouds move across the sky, keeping you grounded in reality as you remember you're on a planet with a working atmosphere. Still, it's almost as if you can lose yourself just by staring away. Blood Gulch sounds symmetrical and boring on paper, but it's actually one of the most asymmetrical designs in Halo. Other than the bases, everything natural is random and worn. The landscape is rich with character. Hills, rocks, and some trees to be used as cover as you move throughout the map allow for semi-safe passage as you move from one point to another. A less direct approach, however, offers one more cover as they can scale cliff sides to go around, or perhaps create a vantage point to shoot down on those running directly for the bases. Caves along the sides make for another more comfortable form of cover against enemy vehicles and fire, and long walkways on the cliffs let you get a great view of the surrounding areas and let you sneak back into a safe position vegetation if you so desire. But for those with a more defensive oriented place, there are numerous areas around each base that allows for great protection as you look over your prized flag. Vegetation attempts to grow from the sand, or perhaps is covering old vegetation. Perhaps this area was once lush and full of life, but is slowly being devoured by time. What's also fascinating are the little runways of sand that dance along the greenery, implying that maybe something large was moved for one reason or another and killed the grass there. There's even a thick dead path that moves from one base to another, giving the player extremely accurate feedback as to where they are location-wise and where they're going. If everything was just green in the center, it'd be pretty hard to tell where hills were and which direction you were headed. But with the sand clashing with the vibrant green, you can easily use this part of the map as a sort of self-locator, letting you know where you are exactly when you need to. Touches like this may be an accident for all I know, but based off the polish Bungie put into this game, I doubt that. Either way, I love this aesthetic, and to this day, I still love to wander around thinking about where I am. What kind of video on Blood Gulch would this be if I didn't talk about the bases? Probably the most defining and jarring characteristics of this map. I say jarring because, well, just look at it. These foreign structures just stick out of the ground. There's a teleporter at the top that allows for quick traversal, colored lights to tell the structures apart, and both sides can just barely view the other side's top, but not much else. I love this detail since it was so fun to see the other team preparing to rush your base down, only to have moments to alert your teammates and fortify your defenses. Speaking of, if you were playing Capture the Flag, then you had your work cut out for you. There are technically only 3 directions someone can come into this base: from the front, the back, or above. Many times people would camp at the bottom openings of these bases since they were the easiest to move into, but if you managed to fight your way to the top of your opponent's base, you literally had the drop on them. It was so wild to see everyone exploding and shooting aimlessly all around as a team would swarm like ants to get this one flag. Simple hallways became kill rooms, and the main room with the flag was just the last line of defense for those being attacked. These bases are so simple in nature, but they have so much history. Perhaps they are 2 parts of an even bigger structure underground, or maybe they were set up to be some sort of testing facility in this canyon. When I was younger, sometimes I'd pretend that it was a type of shelter from the elements like sandstorms and such. I would stay inside and pretend like there was a violent storm outside and I couldn't go out. And I would daydream as to what was happening and pretend like once I left, I was the last soldier alive. We will never actually know what the purpose of these bases are, since it's most likely just made for the sake of having symmetrical bases. But it's always fun to pretend. In conclusion, Blood Gulch is one of the closest maps to my heart, and probably to yours as well if you've played Halo Combat Evolved. It never ceases to give me that warm and fuzzy feeling when I boot it up and just wander, and I hope I'll never grow numb to that feeling. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. Or maybe skip to the end. Either way, thank you for skipping. Oh man, I'm not good with this. That's fine. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. Yada yada if you're interested, subscribing. But if you're interested, I do stream. And I stream Halo, Smash Bros, and whatever else I really feel like streaming. So if any of these clips at the end, I'm just gonna put some highlights in here, seem appealing to you, then you can just follow me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Ketchup7, excuse me. And it's ketchup like the condiment. But yeah, this is really fun to make these. I was able to actually get this out pretty satisfied with how quickly I was able to actually get this out. But yeah, but ending credits nonsense and shenanigans. Hope you enjoyed these highlights. They're really fun, and if you guys go on the stream, we can have some conversations, we can talk, we can chill, and yeah, we can just enjoy each other's company. And you guys can give me ideas for future videos, especially Halo content, since that's what I'm thinking about primarily leaning this channel towards. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Burndile out. Bye. Alright. Well, as I was trying to say, later, boy. Yo, I knew they were damaged. But I didn't know they were that damaged. There's a lot of death going on. Hey man, go for it. You can do this. You got this, buddy. Oh my gosh. These savages. Oh, he splattered! Wait, can someone clip that? Oh, Jesus! They're coming in fast. Okay. Holy crap. Oh! He didn't jump my thigh was though. Oh, everything about that. Everything about that was unfortunate. Oh! Oh!